Here we are in section 2.3 exercises part A with numbers 1 through number 4. Number 1, using the formula for a rectangle and using a calculator as well. So we're going to use a formula for a rectangle here. So perimeter, fill out the following table. Perimeter equals 2 length plus 2 width. So that's the formula that we're going to use for perimeter, and area equals length times width. So we get those out of the book. Let's fill out the table now. 5 and 7. So we have 2 times 5 plus 2 times 7. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 2 times 7 is 14. So that would be a 24. The area would be length times width would be 5 times 7 is 35. 14 and 3. If the length is 14, we have 2 times 14, which is 28, plus 2 times W. Let's write that down. 2 times 14 plus 2 times 3 gives us 28 plus 6 is 34. The area would equal length times width, or 14 times 3, which would be 42. All right, perimeter on this next one, we're going to have 2 times 7.2 plus 2 times 18.34. And what does that equal? Let's pull out our calculator. 2 times 7.2 plus 2 times 18.34 equals, and we get 51.08. Good. The area is going to be length times width, so we're going to take 7.2 times 18.34. And that's 132.048. So if we round to the nearest hundredth, we could do 0.05. The next one, 13 and 2.5. So we have 2 times 13 plus 2 times 2 times 13 plus 2 times 2.5. That is 26 plus 5 is a 31. Good. In the area, we have 13 times 2.5. So let's see what that turns out to be. Let's pull out our calculator. 13 times 2.5 equals 32.5. Good. The next one, 15 and 17. We have 2 times 15 and plus 2 times 17. And let's see what that comes out to be. This is 30 and 34 add to 64. On the area, we get 15 times 17. Let's pull out the calculator. 15 times 17 equals 255. The next line, 16 and 33. The perimeter is 2 of the length, so 2 times 16 plus 2 times 33, and we get 32 plus 66 is 98, and area is 16 times 33. So let's punch that one into our calculator. 16 times 33 equals 528. Good. And the last one. We have two 281s plus two 541.5s. I'm going to need a calculator for this one, I'm afraid. 2 times 281 plus 2 times 541.5 equals 1,645. 1645 right there. And the last one, we have 281, that's the length, times 541.5. And that equals, pull that out, and we get 281 times 541.5. And that equals a really large number. 152,161.5. Let's check our answers. And here we look at our answers: 24, 35, 34, 42, 51.08, 132.0, we wrote down 0.05 but 0.048, 31, 32.5, 64, and we look and we see that we have them. Good. Okay, number 2 says if the unit for length and width in number 1, so we're looking at this right here, length and width, if it's an inch, then what are the units for the perimeter and the area? Well, the perimeter, we're adding up inches plus inches and we still get inches. So perimeter is inches still. Area, we're multiplying them and it's an area, so it's inches squared. So the area will always have a 2 on it and the perimeter will always be, since it's measuring a length, just measured in inches. Let's double check that answer. Yep, perimeter is in inches, area is in inches squared. Good. Number 3. The unit for length and width in number 1, so we're back up here, and we put it into centimeters. So we put a centimeter here and a centimeter here. What would this be? Well, perimeter is going to be adding up centimeters, so it'll still be in centimeters. So the perimeter is in centimeters, and the area, you're multiplying them, and since it's area, it will always have a 2 on there. Those are 2 reasons why it will always be squared, centimeter squared. Let's double check that answer. Oh, good. Perimeter is centimeters, area is centimeters squared. Okay, and number 4, using the formula for rectangle, and this time instead of using a calculator, we're supposed to use a spreadsheet. They say create a new file called Formula Practice. Fill out the table in number 1 using the formula abilities of the spreadsheet. Oh, good. Let's open up an Excel spreadsheet. And we're going to call it, let's save it as Formula Practice. And let's make the table for it. We had a length, a width, the perimeter, and the area. Slide this over and pull in these length and widths. So we have a 5, 14, 7.2, 13, 15, 16, 281 for the lengths. The widths are 7, 3, 18.34, 2.5, 17, 33, and 541.5. Good. Now, being able to use these, let me see, perimeter and area. There we go. Let's make it look a little bit like that table and put some outlines here. There's the border button, so we'll put all borders in and it'll make it look like that. That's great. Okay, so now we have the length, the width, perimeter, area. So let's put in the formula. We start with an equals, and it's 2 times, that's like Shift 8, the length. And we click on that button so that when it changes, it will, so when we copy and paste the formula, it will use that one, plus 2 times the width. Good. So we hit enter and it's a 24. Let's double check. Yep, exactly. That's what we've got, 24. So the area is going to equal the length times the width. So we click here at what the length is, hit times the width, and hit enter. And it automatically does it for us. And so the key in this is that we can copy this formula. If we hit copy and now go down to this one and hit paste, it now automatically does it. And you'll notice that it changed it from the A3 cell. When we copied it down here, it automatically turned it to use A4, which is over there. So you can see it automatically changed it. So when we hit copy and paste, it will automatically go where we need it to go and copy and use the right things. So we can do it, copy and paste each one of them individually, or we can hit copy right here, Control C, and then highlight all of this and hit Control V. And look at that, it automatically figured up the perimeter for each one of them. In the area, it is using length times width. Again, we can copy and paste, or we can grab a hold of this little green thing right here and drag it, and it will copy it to there, and you'll see it put in 42. Let's double check that that formula is right. Yeah, it took A4 times B4, which was exactly what we needed. So we can just take this, and it does the same thing as copy and paste, and say we want that formula to go all the way down. And there we have it. And you can double check your answer on that one. Good.